Georgie Henley, who played Lucy in the Chronicles of Narnia franchise, solidified her place in the pop cultural zeitgeist in 2005 when The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe came out. Cast at just 7 years old, she immediately won audiences over. But what has she been up to in the years since then? After wrapping production on the Narnia flicks, Henley refocused her energy on her education. Instead of sticking with a youth and show business, she opted for something closer to a normal school life, filling time with the occasional small film project. However, her fame unfortunately made her the target of bullying during her grammar and secondary school days, which made her feel like she couldn't participate in school theater at the time. Henley was able to go on to study English literature at the prestigious Cambridge University, where she was less well known. There, her sense of newfound anonymity gave her the opportunity to hone her craft and rebuild her confidence. During her time at Cambridge, she chose to take time off from her professional acting and instead focus on theater work and learning new techniques of the trade. As evidenced by her relatively sparse on-screen resume, Henley has been picky about the film projects she's taken on and tends to hold out for the right parts, albeit with mixed results. In 2014, she returned to the big screen with the crime drama Perfect Sisters, which wasn't exactly a hit with critics. However, she received praise for her performance in The Sisterhood of the Night the following year, and she later appeared in a lead role in the 2017 music festival comedy Access All Areas. Henley's ultimate post-Narnia strategy was to avoid being typecast by experimenting with different roles, although in an interview for What's on Stage, she did admit her gratitude for the character that made her a star. She also explained just what type of role she's looking for, saying, "I'm lucky that Lucy was a character who was independent, confident, and entirely firm in her own convictions. I want to avoid being there as a device, so the lead actor can learn something. I want characters with journeys." When Henley isn't acting, she likes to keep busy working behind the scenes as a writer or director. She first took on these new roles in 2016 with Tide, a short film that focuses on the relationship between a lesbian couple while exploring their daily lives in a small seaside town. In addition to developing a second short film project, Henley also showed her chops as a writer by successfully publishing a poem. While Henley has expressed an interest in continuing to act, she's also kept up an interest in behind-the-camera work. In an interview with Varsity, she noted, "You have to convey that you have a story and a message, and that's what I want to do, whether I'm acting, writing, or directing. I want to tell stories that wouldn't otherwise be told." While Henley devotes much of her time and energy to showbiz, she's also an activist who advocates for issues close to her heart, including healthcare, poverty, and human rights. She's highly engaged on social media, using platforms like Twitter and Instagram to speak out on various social justice issues and to address her own mental health struggles with acceptance and self-esteem. She's also even preached online safety after imposters pretended to be her on social media. She spoke about how her activism is fueled by anger about the state of the world in a 2018 interview with Theater Weekly, saying, "I get angry about so many things I read in the news, but I think it's good to be angry. If we stop being angry about what's going on around us, then we normalize those injustices." Henley made her professional stage debut in the world premiere of Philip Ridley's play Angry in 2018 at the Southwark Playhouse in London. The show consisted of a series of monologues about different ideas of anger. Henley and her co-star Tyrone Huntley performed all 6 monologues, alternating which ones they did for each performance. The production itself received mixed reviews, with The Guardian giving it just 2 stars out of 5. However, Henley's performance was praised by critics, with What's on Stage's review noting, "Henley's physical control and ability to construct countless individuals feels uncannily effortless. And for a performer making their professional stage debut, this no doubt bodes well for the future." The experience proved to be transformative for Henley, who grew more confident in her abilities as an actress.
It's cool to be part of something which feels like it, is part of a movement almost. There is a movement.
Henley has clearly grown up a lot since making her on-screen debut in Narnia, and she's since remained as busy as ever while balancing her acting, writing, and directorial efforts. Looking ahead to 2019 and beyond, she's been cast in the Starz miniseries The Spanish Princess, and she's also set to appear in HBO's Game of Thrones prequel series. While the world waits for these highly anticipated shows to premiere, Henley herself shows no signs of slowing down. She told What's on Stage in 2018, "My entire career at the moment is about wanting to learn more. I just want to be this big porous sponge and soak up everything, and then ask all the right questions afterwards. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.